What is up, everyone? I know this is low quality, it's my phone camera, but I was in the park and I haven't recorded a video like this one and I don't know how long, dude. Just like raw, just talking to the camera, no planned script, no nothing, just me reflecting and passing down the inner thoughts that arise within when I'm reflecting on life to derive learnings that I can then take with me for the future. Hopefully this kind of also gives you some insight on the reflection process that you might go through to decipher your life and figure out what you want to take with you. I was thinking about how everything starts here and here. Like, our internal state really dictates what's going to happen in our external reality over the course of time. Like emotions, and people think this is woo-woo stuff, but it's really not, bro. Like, the emotions that we create in our body, or the emotions that we feel in our body, really create a strong aura around us that dictates the external reality that shifts. For instance, for low-level things, like for low-level functions or survival functions, we have to eat, we have to drink, and that comes as a result of feeling hungry, feeling thirsty. Our hormones creating these feelings in our body of hunger and thirst because we know we need that to stay alive. That's our survival needs. That's our survival mode. What's interesting though is that this idea of how an emotional charge in the body can create a new external reality also applies to a state of creation, where if you want to create a life for yourself that looks different from the life that you're living now, like you want to create it and you don't want other people dictating it for you or other people's expectations dictating it for you, then it all starts within. It starts with some form of a vision, some form of an idea, some sort of a visualization of what it is that you actually want life to look like, and whether it's going to be aligned with your personal values. And then you start taking actions consistently that are aligned with this vision. In this process, you're basically becoming the person who lives that kind of reality that you want to. And then emotionally, when you're creating that sort of feeling of, you're taking the actions, you feel good about that because you feel like you're the person who lives that kind of reality, then the external reality doesn't have a choice but to match that frequency that you have internally. That's what the law of attraction is mainly dictating in various ways in different cultures, of course. This combined with the idea of visualizing on that future, becoming that person, while also then letting go of the fruits of the actions, like the rewards that you get in the material world. You're not attached to them and you surrender them. Like, I love life with everything I have as is, and that in turn also just attracts more in your life. One of the key instances that I want to reflect on, let's go into two. Let's turn to my college time, which was May of 2022. That's when I graduated, and I really wanted to move out from my parents' place because I wanted to self-explore and figure out, what are my true values. Like, I've never lived by myself where I didn't have friends or family around me. And if I want to figure out who I am, I kind of need a period of solitude. That was one of the things. Then the second thing was I wanted to be financially stable. Like, I wanted a financially stable job that was going to pay me well. Wanted to live by myself. Well, I also wanted to live in a new city. So these were some of the things at the time I was thinking about. And slowly, as I kept applying for jobs, as I kept interviewing, I kept taking the actions that I would need to take that would lead me to that reality. And then eventually I got a job that allowed me to move out of my parents' place, move to a new city, start a new kind of life, and really get that solitude time and also a lot of hard times to explore myself. And that's exactly what I asked life for, and that's what I got as I continued to work towards it. That was one key example where I feel like I really created something from nothing, and it all started here. And now that I say that out loud, I'm like, every research project I've ever done, bro, in my undergrad career, it all started from here or here. Like, there's when I look back, every research project I did was a result of getting a rejection from something else, and I just wanted to do something. And so I just kept taking small actions, and somehow things also kept working out. Like, synchronicities kept lining up for me as well. But that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't taken the first step of putting in the effort and visualizing, okay, like, what kind of thing do I want to work on? Instead of letting life choose for me, I in a way put in an effort to put something out to life, universe and God combined, and then it came back to me in ways sometimes that I didn't even expect, you know. And then another instance was when I was tired of that new job that I got after like a year or so. Like, I started in September 2022. In May 2023, so about like 8-9 months in, I was like, yo, this is not gonna be it for me long term. I need to figure out what my next steps are. And that's when I started thinking about, okay, what is it that I want to do next? And it took some self-reflection. Like, it took me 2 months to be like,